vehicle, retrieved a gun, and fired 10 shots into Jordan's fleeing vehicle. 3 of the shots hit Jordan. Jordan did not have a gun. Neither did the other 3 black male teens in the SUV with Jordan. Jordan was killed. His killer left the scene of the crime. The killer was eventually charged and found guilty of attempted murder for firing at the other teens in the vehicle. The jury hung on the murder charge. Once again, it seemed as if Jordan was responsible for his own murder. A retrial for the murder was scheduled. On September 14, 2013, an unarmed 24-year-old Jonathan Ferrell was killed by a white police officer. Jonathan's slaying took place after he knocked on a door for help following a single car crash in which he was involved. Frightened, the homeowner called the police. After arriving, a white officer fired 12 shots at Jonathan, 10 of which struck him, causing his death. After an initial grand jury ruled not to indict the officer, a second grand jury indicted him on voluntary manslaughter charges. Almost 2 months after Jonathan Ferrell's slaying, a similar fate would befall a 19-year-old black female. On the Saturday night of November 2, 2013, Renisha Marie McBride knocked on a door seeking help after a single car accident in which she was injured. The homeowner, a white male, perceived her to be a threat. He opened his door and, with shotgun in hand, killed Renisha. He pleaded self-defense. He was charged with second-degree manslaughter. These incidents are becoming all too frequent. Why is it becoming increasingly acceptable to kill unarmed black children, I wondered. Why are they so easily perceived as a threat? How are we to keep our black children safe? As a mother of a black male child, I find these to be urgent questions. The slaying of Trayvon struck a nerve deep within me. After Jordan, then Jonathan, then Renisha, I was practically unnerved. I knew I had to seek answers. This book reflects my search for those answers. Introduction. There has been no story in the news that has troubled me more than that of Trayvon Martin's slaying. President Obama said that if he had a son, he would look like Trayvon. I do have a son, and he does look like Trayvon. Raising a black male child is not an easy matter in this society. As a parent, you encourage him to dream, to go for his dreams, and to believe in himself. At the same time, however, you have to make him aware of the society in which he is a part. This is a society in which black males are perceived as suspicious or dangerous. I was certainly aware of this from my son's earliest school days. Expectations were frequently lowered in terms of his academic abilities, while trouble was often anticipated. Whether the bias against black males is spoken or unspoken, conscious or unconscious, it is palpable. As President Obama observed in his July 19, 2013 press conference following the verdict in the trial of Trayvon's killer, there is virtually a visceral reaction to the black male presence, from locking car doors to clutching one's purse on an elevator. Parents of black male children know that the world poses a much greater danger to our sons than they do to the world. We raise our black sons to be aware of their surroundings and to know how they are being perceived, whether they are shopping in a store or walking down the street with a group of friends, or even wearing a hoodie over their heads. After hearing what happened to Trayvon as he was walking home from a store, wearing a hoodie and carrying Skittles and iced tea, I was once again reminded of what a dangerous world this is for our sons. And I thought about Trayvon's mother. She sent her son on a trip to visit family, only to have him fall victim to the unfounded fears and stereotypes grafted onto black male bodies. Something must be said, I thought, about what is happening to our black children, especially our sons. This book is my attempt to do that. But there is more. The killing of Trayvon was followed on July